Howdy, 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 and welcome to the Red Dirt Aggie Show. I'm Brian, the Red Dirt Aggie, and here today with Braxton Keith. What's going on, Braxton? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good myself. And why don't you just go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit for our listeners?
Man, I'm Braxton Keith. I'm originally from Midland, Texas. So I'm a country singer out of West Texas. And we've been traveling around Texas and some of the surrounding states for about the last 5 years now, touring in all the honky tonks and bars.
Right on. That's what we like to hear.
Heck yeah.
um, but what really made you or inspired you to want to become a musician?
I've always wanted to be a musician ever since I was a little kid. I remember putting on shows for my parents in the living room and everything. But I always thought it was going to be really difficult, and I never knew if I was going to be able to make a living being a musician. So I was
Right.
scared as a little kid away from it. But as I got older, I couldn't seem to get away from music, so I just went head first, all in.
Yeah, and it's something we talk with a lot of people that come on here. Like, it's a big sacrifice to do it full time, and leave that stability of, you know, a regular job, I guess, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part of that of creating music, of that music creation process?
Man, I would think my favorite part of creating music is just being able to, it's the way other people interpret the songs I write. That's the coolest part to me. Because it's like, I write songs for a situation that I'm in, or that I've experienced, or that I've seen. Uh, and then other people use that song for their individual experiences that they've been through. And it's kind of cool to get to see what a song means to each individual person.
Right. So like you write a song about something you're going through, and then someone else might be going through something completely different, but it still has like a meaning to them that you didn't even think about before. But you're like, yeah, I mean, I guess that works too, and then
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
got to be a cool feeling.
I've been through that with songwriters before. We'll get to the end of a song, and I'll tell them like what the song means to me, and they'll be like, "That's interesting. Like that's not at all where I was coming from when we were
Yeah,
writing." You know?
and yeah, I think that's just the power of music, right? Is it means something different to everyone. It might connect with people in different ways, but just the goal is always to have a song that connects to someone in some way, and I think that's cool.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
um, and what would you say is the hardest part of being a musician? Is it the travel or the perfecting stuff when you're getting it in the studio, or is it just coming up with new music or anything else that you can think of?
I would say the hardest part of being a musician for me is, yeah, the travel, just not getting any sleep. Uh, I'm the only driver, so I drive us everywhere we go,
Right.
and so yeah, there's a lot of long nights and a lot of nights where you're just not going to get any sleep because you got to get to the next place. Uh, but other than that, man, it's a dream. It really is.
Yeah, you gotta love what you're doing because it's a big commitment, and but yeah, I've been driving and then performing and doing all that. I'm sure that gets exhausting after a while.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah. I'm thankful for the weeks where I get to just sleep in.
just disappeared. Who are some of your biggest influences, as well as some of your favorite artists right now, or just so influences and favorite artists right now?
Uh, some of my influences would have to be like Keith Whitley and Marty Robbins, Merle Haggard, George Jones, Johnny Paycheck. I mean, all the old guys. Conway.
Right.
I mean, anybody. I really do like traditional country, and some of my favorite artists right now would have to be like Zach Top, William
Yeah.
Beckman,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
Randall King, Jake Worthington, some
Hmm.
artists like that that are pushing the envelope a little bit, as I like to say.
Yeah, we had William Beckman on a little while back, and yeah, we're trying to get Zach Top and some of those other guys as well too. So
Heck yeah, man.
definitely some great talent here in the state and all around for sure. Um, so the question of the day though, do beans belong in chili?
Do beans belong in chili? I do believe that they belong in Chile, man. I think many
There you go.
people disagree, uh, but I do believe, yeah, I believe they belong in Chile, and I think that they belong in Chile because originally you had to have. I mean, maybe you were out on the range, right, and you didn't have all that much meat, so you had to get another
Yeah,
source of protein in there. I think it comes out of necessity, man. Beans belong in Chile out of necessity.
yeah, and I think I heard a good opinion on it the other day. Someone was like, "Well, beans belong in chili sometimes," is what they said, and they're like, "If you're eating a hot dog, that chili should have just meat." But if you're gonna have a bowl of chili, then that's where you put the beans in to have like the extra flavor. And I was like, I think I like that answer.
Yeah, I can
I
agree
think
with
that one makes the most sense,
that. Does yeah.
rather than just one way or the other all the time, right?
That's true.
But what are some of your favorite places to eat when you're out there on those trips on the road, and maybe some, whether it be we'll do gas station snacks and then we'll do just general favorite places to eat while you're out there.
Well, man, I'm a man of habit. Uh, so we tend to stop at the exact same gas stations almost every trip, and we try to. Yeah, so gas stations would be Bucky's.
Oh
I
yeah,
try to stop at a Bucky's every time at least. They got good snacks. Doesn't matter what time it is. You can clean bathrooms. Uh, so that's usually where we're stopping at, and I'm usually getting the chopped brisket sandwich.
all right. Yeah, man, Bucky's is top tier.
Top tier, man. And then if we're in West Texas, I try to stop at Rose's Cafe.
Hmm.
Got to get me some roses. I'm Midland, Texas, born and bred. So every time I
Okay,
can get Rose's Cafe, we try to stop there.
and then yeah, I mean both solid choices. Oh man, what's maybe the craziest thing you've seen while you've been out there on the road that you're willing to share?
Craziest thing I've seen in a while, man, is I bought a trailer about 6 months ago,
Yeah.
brand new off the lot. Uh, Probably the third weekend in, we got a flat back right tire of the trailer.
Yeah.
Jack up the trailer, man, and get the spare out. Mind you, this is a brand new trailer.
Right.
Brand new trailer, brand new spare. Get the spare out, get the wheel off. Spare doesn't fit.
Oh no.
Different pattern, but it ain't getting on there. And so we had to end up getting a new tire for that thing. And I took the trailer back in, told them the spare didn't fit. They gave me a new spare, assured me this would fit. Well, we just had a flat last week, so we whipped out that handy dandy spare. No siree, no siree, did not
Didn't
fit
fit.
again. Some of the
Oh,
wildest
that's
stuff. I'm going to buy a new trailer today. Actually, that made me so mad.
maybe a different kind, huh? This
Yeah, no,
time.
different kind for
Done with those. Oh
sure.
man.
Oh, man.
But I've heard of like, you take off the spare tire and the spare tire's flat or something like that, but never it not fitting. That's wild.
It was crazy. I mean, the bolt pattern was the same. It was just a little bigger. Wouldn't fit on
Oh,
the
that's not
axle.
good.
Nah, it
Not
took
very
us probably
useful,
30 minutes messing with it because I was like, "There's no way this doesn't fit, man." Like,
especially the second time.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, "No, no way."
No way they got it wrong again.
Yeah. No, I mean, nothing surprises me anymore,
Yeah.
honestly.
Just expect the unexpected.
That's right. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Oh yeah. Well, do you have a favorite song that you've written of yours?
Yeah, I'd have to say my favorite song that I've written that's out right now. It'd have to be between "Let Me Love You More" and "Cold Heart."
Okay.
I really like "Cold Heart" Still Fan. I really like "Let Me Love You More" though.
Hmm. And is there a reason that you would select those two over the others?
I really like "Cold Heart" because it tells the story about where I'm from in Midland, in kind of Marty Robbins esque story, which is really cool because he's one of my idols. And then I really
Right.
like "Let Me Love You More" because it's one of the first songs I ever wrote uh, about something that didn't happen to me. I just witnessed it.
Right.
So I wrote that one about one of my roommates and his girlfriend at the time. Uh, and so yeah, both of those hold a special place in my heart for sure.
Okay. Well, that's cool. And then, what's your favorite live concert that you've ever been to as a fan? That you've gotten
As
the
a
chance to see.
fan, as a fan, my favorite concert. I've been to two Elton John concerts. I went to his farewell concert here in San Antonio, and then when I was a little kid, he was the first concert that I ever got to go to. My mom took me to see him in Lubbock,
Oh
a
wow.
long time ago,
Yeah.
and he put on a hell of a performance, man. He's always inspired me. Uh, I've been playing piano since I was a little kid, so
Mm-hmm.
that rock and roll stuff was always pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh man. Um. And who are maybe some of your favorite artists today that are in another genre besides country? Like you mentioned Elton John. Maybe who are some of those other artists that you kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, Elton for sure. I mean, I really do listen. I try to have uh, an openness to listen to everything, but sometimes I find myself listening to the same country stuff that I've been listening to. Let me see though. I got some artists on my playlist right here. Yeah, I guess like the majority of this is country. Uh,
Well, I mean,
yes, I've been listening to. You ever heard of this band? It's called the Brook and the Bluff.
I have not yet.
Dude, you got to go check them out. They're pretty good. Really
Okay,
vibey music.
we we will check them out
Heck yeah.
for sure. But definitely have to get that checked out. So, what would you say is your ultimate goal for your career as a musician?
My ultimate goal is just to be able to travel around wherever we want to go and experience, different people, different culture, and share our love for country music.
So just getting to keep the career going and traveling around and
Yeah,
new
just experience
experiences, right?
life to the fullest, man. I mean, I'm really lucky to get to not have to sit in an office every day and, uh, you know, just do the same routine job. I get to go out on the road and see different places. Uh, that sucks that sometimes too, because it feels like you're never home. You never have a routine. Uh,
Right,
but at the same time, it's amazing because I get to go out and live every day. Something's different,
right.
you
Go
know.
out and different experience every day, mix it up,
Yeah,
keep it interesting for
absolutely.
sure. And what's the coolest venue or place that you've ever played a show at to this point?
Man, the coolest would have to be Kane's Ballroom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we played there with Randall King, and that place was kick ass. It was really cool. We had a good time.
yeah. I've heard Kane's Ball. I've heard that's pretty special up there. And you think of all the people that have come through there and played there over the years, Turnpike and everybody else. So
Oh yeah.
ragweed, but um, but yeah, man, that's awesome. And then what are some venues that you have as goals that you want to get to play in that you haven't played in yet?
Man, we're playing the Tumbleweed Dance Hall I think next weekend. But I want to play, calf fry on the big stage out there. Uh, I really want to play Chili Fest
Oh yeah, that's a good
in
one.
College Station, and
Bunch of fun out there.
maybe Larry Joe Taylor's. All the festivals, man. I've never really got to play any of the festivals. We've really been hitting these honky-tonk, you know,
Hmm.
barroom scene really hard. So I'm trying to hit more festival stuff this year.
Yeah, you've played at Harry's, right? You just had a show at Harry's not too long ago. Yeah, for our Aggie listeners. but, uh, but yeah, so next time he's around College Station, go check out Braxton Keith here.
Absolutely, man. We had a
He's there
blast
all the
at
time,
last
man.
time. It was so much fun.
But you got any new music coming out soon, or anything or show announcements, anything you want to tell our listeners about?
Yeah, man. I just went to Nashville probably about a month ago and recorded 4 new ones. So y'all keep y'all's eyes and ears open. It should be like within the next month and a half. We have a release date that y'all know about, and so y'all keep your eyes and ears open. We got new stuff coming soon.
All right, so like like an EP kind of thing, or
Man, I'm gonna do
4 songs,
like
or
4 singles and then I'm gonna put out an EP.
oh, okay.
Yeah, some probably 4 singles and an EP. Yeah.
That's interesting to me. Like there's so many different ways you can release music now because you got people that are doing an album or a double album or one song at a time or 4 songs at a time. It's
Yeah.
there's so many different like ways that it's coming out now versus it used to just be, you wait for the CD or you wait for the uh, I don't know, but it's a wild time that we live
It
in.
really is. Yeah, there's so many ways to consume music too now. I mean, all of the different DSPs competing against each other, and it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and then yeah, as an artist, you don't make that much off of streaming though, do you?
No.
No. So what's the best way to support like an artist like yourself or something? If streaming's not the best way, what's the best way you would say?
Come out to a live show. Come out to a live
Mm,
show and buy merch.
right, because that's gonna put the most money in y'all's pockets to keep doing what you're doing and show your support. So
Absolutely.
go see the shows, buy the merch.
Absolutely. Y'all come
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Come on out. Well, we talk a lot of music, but we talk a lot of football and other things on here, college football. What do you think about college football this year? I mean, who's your team?
Man, I haven't even been sitting next to the TV. I've been running around so much. Like, the boys have football on their phones, and so they watch it in the back of the bus while I'm driving, and they'll keep me updated on the scores. But really, man, I just watch the Texas teams, make sure everybody's winning, and
Uh, A&M wasn't last week. I
yeah,
guess Texas didn't win last week either, though. So it's a
yeah, wasn't pretty.
rough week
It
for
was a
for
rough.
the Texas teams.
Yeah,
But how about those Astros though? Astros and Rangers gonna be playing for the ALCS. So in baseball, that's winner going to the World Series. That's going to be wild. But I'm a
that is
big
well.
Astros fan, so
Astros, man. No, I'm a Rangers. I'm a Rangers fan.
Rangers fan. Yeah. Well, anyone who lives in Texas and doesn't live in the Houston area are typically Rangers fans. It's the same thing
I
with the
just grew up
Cowboys and
going to
Texans.
Rangers games as a little kid. I never went to Houston Astros games. You know,
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense, and then it's just the way it goes. I don't. I've always wondered why that is. Everyone all over Texas. I guess because the Cowboys do what the Cowboys are a bigger brand, I guess, than the Texans. Because you got people all over Texas that are Cowboys fans, and then the Texans fans are usually just in Houston,
yeah, yeah, true.
and usually
I've never thought
miserable.
about that. Huh?
But yeah, man. Um. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to share with us, or you wanted to tell us about that you've got going on?
Man, we're playing in. We've got a lot of shows coming up every weekend. Uh, for the next foreseeable future. So y'all check out the website at www.thebraxtonkeith.com and check out what city we're coming to next.
Yeah, man. And well, this has been the Red Dirt Aggie Show with Braxton Keith. But thanks for coming and hanging out with us today, man. Um, Appreciate it very much, and maybe we'll have you on again sometime soon.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, as always, gig 'em and God bless, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for listening to Red Dirt Aggie Show.